Rockets trail by 5. The Lakers weren't very good at all last season, Clark, and they just didn't have any teeth in their road games.
Well, you know, they shot threes on the road well, Kevin. Top percentage in the league, as a matter of fact. Still, they just couldn't hold on to leads.
Harden the pass to Ariza. Shot clock at 6. And Howard with the stuff.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down.
Pass to Randall. Now, here's Clarkson, guarded by Harden. Bryant has the open look. Off target from outside.
And the Lakers would end with a road record of 9-32. That is a franchise worst for them and sums up the year they had away from state.
Beasley kicks to Terry. Beasley the screen. It's Beasley on the wing. We've got 1:48 left now here in the second. No good there off the double clutch.
You know, looking at the Lakers, a big thing for them as we get back to their road woes is they didn't win a single game on the road in their division. In a word, that's terrible.
Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Now just a 1-point Laker lead.
I'll tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
Timeout called the Lakers. And the second player taken in the 2008 draft.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
One time he was the best high school player in the country, but now, you know, Greg, in his 8th season, bounced around a little bit. You wonder if he will ever fulfill that great potential.
You know, you could argue he's the best player in college that 1 year at Kansas State. I mean, unstoppable scorer and rebounder on the collegiate level. And he's shown flashes, but that's the one thing about this level. So much of the game is mental. And not everybody's equipped to handle the responsibility of being a great player.
Excellent point. And the Rockets making a change here. Smith has checked in. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Brandon Bass has checked in for Roy Hibbert. A minute 20 left now here in the second. And the Lakers with another miss.
Obviously, they're evenly matched teams on the inside. The rebound numbers are very even.
Yeah, impressive effort from both on the backboard.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Gentlemen, Byron Scott had some advice for his team in that last timeout. He was intent on running the offense through Kobe. Coach reminded them that he is supposed to be the key factor tonight, and he still wants to see that happen. Maybe making those early adjustments will give them time to judge their effectiveness by halftime. We'll soon find out, Kevin.
Always great to hear from you, Doris. Outside Terry. It's rebounded by Bass. Lakers leading by 3. To the inside, Clarkson, and it's sent back by Howard. Bass gets an open look. That's in, coming off an assist by Kobe. Bass has got 6 points.
Kobe Bryant with a beautiful pass that time.
For Houston, they've gone 7 for 10 here in the second quarter. They'd like to keep up that nice pace. Terry kicks to Harden. Fires from deep. Another field goal for him. 4 for 6 shooting tonight. We've got 33 seconds left in the first half of the game. Huertas passes to Bryant. Picked by Randall. Kobe dishes to Bass. Tries from 10. No good. Excellent D from Howard.
Now, nice work there to contest the finish inside.
You know, they got the shot they wanted, but his defense, deterred them from those playing.
The feed now to Terry. Back to Harden. Takes the 3. And we're through the first half.
Kobe, what encourages you?
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
I would call that a competitive first half of action. Ernie Johnson here welcoming you back to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. The first quarter was all about Kobe Bryant. He had 9 points, 2 assists, and 1 rebound. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
I love the way they took care of the basketball.
All right, that is going to wrap up our halftime report, as it's just about time for the start of the third.
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters. One of the stories here, James Harden getting it done today.
You just love it when the decision-making is as good as it was there in that first half. Didn't force anything.
Guys, I think here in the second half, though, they may want him to be a little more assertive. Start hunting more for his shot, even the tough.
Motiejunas and Howard, the post pair. Harden and Ariza filling out the perimeter, and it's Beverly in at the point guard. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets.
Yeah, the Rockets were able to make it to the second spot in the West at the very end of the season. Actually came down to the last day. They could have ended as low as 6th going into the final games.
Clarkson kicks to Russell. Here's Randall. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. Last season for the Rockets, they finished as the number 2 team in the West to the Golden State Warriors. But, you know, they had to battle the whole way through.
Yeah, in part because of injuries. I mean, the Rockets did well to come in second in the West, but it was because they took care of the so-called easy games. 33 wins in the conference, but a record of 12-16 against the other playoff teams out West.
So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. And one feels bad for the way Julius Randle's career started. I was there that night. First game of the season, 7th pick out of Kentucky in the 2014 draft. Suited up for 1 game, broke his right leg 14 minutes in. And the guy that comforted him the most, I recall very vividly, Kobe Bryant stayed with him the entire time when he was really in shock on the floor.
And he was. And unfortunately, for so many reasons, for one, he had really been progressing in the Summer League. And the Lakers obviously had high hopes for him. And when he went down, that was the start of the rest of the ship kind of going down with him.
And, you know, going back to Randall's rookie year, his troubles really started during medical checkups before the draft. They found a foot injury dating back to high school. The 5th metatarsal had been broken, which may be why he fell a few spots in the draft.
And the free throw is good, now leading by 1.
And talking about Randall's rookie injuries, the Lakers were going to let him play through the foot. But once he broke the leg, they did season-ending surgery on the foot as well. Hopefully, now he can just stay healthy and get to play the game he loves.
Harden gets the bucket.
Maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that he can afford to give.
Ariza against Bryant. No luck. The Rockets go the other way with it.
Been a cold spell for them coming out of.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes it.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Especially, Greg, when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
Lakers trail by 8. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Here's Clarkson. And the shot is long.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Here's Howard. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Here's Randall. And he can't stop the run as he misses.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint. And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done.
And the Lakers call time here.
And guys, Patrick Beverly, a perfect fit for the Rockets alongside James Harden. You know, Beverly is in that complementary role as a 3 and D guy. And remember, also, even though he's the point guard, he doesn't need the ball to be effective. He's good at just spotting up for threes, and he's a hounding on-ball defender.
And Beverly plucked out of Europe by the Rockets. Clark, he signed a new contract this past offseason.
And a nice value for the Rockets, Kevin. I mean, he's a player whose impact on the game really transcends the stat sheet. That's often the case for those guys that are all defense caliber players.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Byron Scott coaching his team during the break. He made no mistake that their plan was to run their offense through Hibbert. Coach emphasized getting him as many touches as possible, saying he is going to be one of the guys to carry us the rest of the way. Coach was not wasting any time in altering their strategy here in the second half. And Kevin, he's going to have to hope those changes take effect quickly.
Thanks, Doris. Here's Kobe. It's good. Look at that basket. He's now 5 for 9.
You know, down there in the low post is where you really want to create a lot of your offense.
From deep three-point range, rebound by Williams.
And sometimes we all just want to show people that we have the range.
Yeah, you speaking from experience? We already know how good his range is. He shouldn't be firing from that deep.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
And, you know, one thing that comes to mind with Kobe is his incredible dedication to winning. I mean, you wonder if that has turned off potential free agents. Maybe he's a bit too competitive, but, you know, when you're in the business of competing, hard for me to imagine you can be too competitive.
It's Terry outside. It's rebounded by Bass. Lakers trail by 7. And the foul on Jason Terry. That is his first foul of the game. Daniels is checked in for Trevor Ariza. Pass to Huertas. Here's Bryant. It's deflected, and he's able to get it back. Over Brewer. And no good, trying to use the glass.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Let's go.
It's no secret, Clark, what this Houston Rockets team wants to do. They want to get to the line, drive the lane, and hurt you from outside the arc.
And they'll do it all at a very fast pace. I mean, they're fun to watch. The pace is something that I think sneaks up on teams sometimes, Kevin.
Good point. Patrick Beverly, he's checked in for the Rockets. Here's Nance. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
Really good example there of some fine interior passing before that basket.
Now here's Beverly. Defense right on him and a missed layup.
And no doubt the Rockets were one of the faster-paced teams in the league last year. When you have the firepower they do, you want it to become a scoring fest.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Beasley kicks to Brewer. He feeds it to Capella. Tipped away. It's stolen by Bass.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, Greg, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one. A lot of the wins for the Rockets, guys, I thought last year came from just wearing down their opponent. I mean, you can keep up with their pace for a quarter, maybe 2, but it's very hard to sustain it for 48 minutes shot for shot.
Montejunas is checked in for McDaniels. And here's Beverly. Beasley outside. And the layup's good off the glass. Beasley's got 4 points this quarter.
I love how he establishes his post position inside before he converts.
Now the pass to Kobe. Takes it off the glass.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Houston leading by 6.
A chance here to go 2 for 1.
Boy, they've got to ramp up the speed and make it happen in a hurry.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. There's the 3. That's good. It's his 7th made basket in 14 tries.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Montejunas rebounded by the Lakers. Bass has got 3 rebounds now in this one. Here's Huertas, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams. Now just a 3-point Rocket lead.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger.
Welcome back. Back as we get rolling once more, the fourth quarter right ahead in what's been a very well-contested game. Here is Harden. And on the court for the Lakers to start the fourth. Julius Randle is out there with Nance. Then there's Jordan Clarkson. Then it's Roy Hibbert. And it's Russell in at the point guard position. Howard kicks to Harden. Back to Howard. 5 to shoot. Great D that time from Hibbert.
Now, nice work there to contest the finish inside.
You know, they got the shot they wanted, but his defense, deterred them from those plans.
And that's an example of willpower right there, guys. I mean, grabbing the offensive rebound and then going back up strong.
And GA, in a close game like this where every possession is critical, that could prove to be a very big one.
Boy, it sure could, Kevin. I mean, he salvaged 2 big points for them off that miss.
Now Howard. He dishes it to Harden. Three-pointer. And it's Russell with the rebound. The Lakers trail. And pushing it out. Here's Los Angeles. And the jam by Larry Nance.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
Man, I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
He kicks it to Randle. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Here's Harden on the wing. Covered by Nance. Over to the wing. Harden the pass to Howard. Just 5 on the clock. Feeds it to Beverly. Here's Harden. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Harden's got 23. Well, as we move into the fourth, it's been an even game.
Yeah, it has been. Neither team able to create any significant separation so far.
Guys, teams have exchanged the lead 5 times thus far. And, guys, the Lakers last season were just a completely different team after Kobe's injury. Not so much in results, but just in how they played on the floor. They actually fared better without Kobe than most thought they would.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Yes, during that break, Coach Byron Scott had some words for his team. They're getting outshot from the perimeter. He told them, we've got to close out faster on the outside shooters. These threes are killing us. Kevin, can they tighten their D?
And for the Lakers, without Kobe last season, it was really a stark difference in styles of play and quality. No single person Clark stepped in to carry their offense. It took a group effort.
Well, you know, it was almost April, Kevin, before somebody surpassed Kobe in field goal attempts on the team. It'll be interesting to see how they build the offense this year.
Beverly dishes to Moniunas. Pass to Howard. And stolen by Hibbert. Here's Nance, and 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. It's going to be on James Harden. And And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Lakers.
When they've had a chance to attack the basket at any point in this game, they've taken advantage.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
And the Rockets have lost out on some free agent wars the past few years. They have remained competitive, but you wonder what could have been if they landed or kept some of those big names.
That three off the mark. Lakers leading by 3. It's deflected and stolen by Ariza. Here's Motiejunas. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Yeah, you know what? And I think they just got to keep on keeping on. Keep drawing contact, attacking, getting to the line. That will certainly give them a chance to get back into the game.
And the Lakers making a change here. Ryan's checked in. And with the Rockets, it's no secret that they take a very analytical approach to team building. Greg, you and I have talked about that. Clark, you wonder if that hurts them in free agency.
Well, when your front office makes no qualms about viewing players as simply just assets, it can be a hard sell to a free agent.
Harden's shot is off.
And you saw how quick the defense was. They were ready for him. They got the hand in the face there and made that much more difficult.
Yeah, and every team needs that kind of rugged interior defense because you want to try to distract your opponents when they get inside, and you also want to make them uncomfortable in their shot attempts.
Michael Beasley, he's checked in for Houston. Michael Beasley. Rockets on defense. It's a three-point game. 11 feet away, and he didn't get quite enough under that one.
And, coaches just love players who they can count on to give that effort defensively.
And he clearly is one of those guys, Greg. We saw it right there. Nice work forcing that miss.
Down low, deflects the pass. Harden left side. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Harden's got 17 now just in the second half. And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Houston.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. There's been an attack mode on the defensive end.
And, guys, the thing that jumps out at me is their block shots. I mean, they're playing up on the shooters tightly, and then they're sending them packing. I mean, putting those shots in reverse, all in a clear, good day's work.
And it's Russell missing.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
And guys, here in the fourth quarter, still a close game.
Yeah, and actually still too close to call. I mean, this one is tight.
Instant classic, fellas. This one could come right down to the last.
.141 left in the fourth quarter. Clarkson, that's good, and it's Kobe with the assist. Kobe's got 3 assists in the game. Rockets trail. Everly with the ball. And it's Harden shooting it down.
I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is the 2 points, not the dramatic.
Oh, come on, Clark. He had to go for it, didn't he?
Yeah, but hey. He's an athlete, and I can't fault him for that one, although if he missed it, I might have.
And the Lakers call time here. They're down by 1. 1:31 left in the game. Ryan against Ariza. From 10 feet out. And it's Kobe missing. Rockets are gone 5 of 11 from the field in the fourth quarter. And it's slammed in by Ariza.
That was some slick passing from Harden on that one.
Lakers trail by 3. The drive by Bryant. Got a piece of it. Now the dish to Beverly. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
And there's a whistle that's going to go on James Harden. That's foul number 2 for him. Ariza against Bryant. Hibbert in the high post to the left side wing. Clock at 6. Russell kicks to Randall. Misses from short range. And so they choose to intentionally foul. .41 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Shooting for Houston, Patrick Beverly.
He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses.
And I'm sure he would like to have had all of those, but he's still able to pad the lead.
Well, I think he had all the space he needed. He just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
And that's an intentional foul.
What a performance from Harden here. 31 points, and from downtown, he's buried 3 3-pointers.
Well, when he squared himself up and gotten good looks, he's knocked them down.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's an 8-point game. There's 31 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Russell kicks to Bryant. Inside, Clarkson. That's in, coming off an assist by Kobe.
Really good awareness right there on the assist.
We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and he commits the intentional foul.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
But there was no time really to be selective. Stopping the clock was the priority.
He's off on the free throw, unable to get that second one to drop in. So it's the Lakers now. Brown wide open. He fires. Rebounded by Capella. On the wing, Brewer with the shot. And a great job by the D contesting that shot and forcing the miss. Huertas. It's off. So Houston wins it, probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but Clark, a win nonetheless.
Yeah, and it appeared to me as though the fans gave them the emotional boost they needed down the stretch, Kevin. This crowd was not going to let this one slip away.
And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Well, James, it certainly seemed the entire team stayed with the game plan and stayed focused to try to play at the pace you're looking to.
Yeah, they did a good job, very good job. We tried to push the ball as much as possible. They couldn't get offensive rebounds, so we stuck with it, 4 quarters, and grinded it out.
Well, terrific win. Congratulations. Guys, back to you.
All right, Doris, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Kevin, much appreciated, and now let's present our Jordan player of the game, James Harden. He simply had a dominant third quarter, and it quickly became apparent he wanted to exert his control over the tempo of the game.
Just an unreal performance for him in so many ways. That was a player at the absolute top of his game. It's hard to imagine someone being any more dominant than he was tonight.
I don't know if there's a fan base that loves their star more than this crowd. Wow. I'm getting jealous, and he feeds off that support. Once they got behind him, he became unstoppable, man.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again soon.
And they stay there, and they say yeah, and they say there. Cause all I do is win, win, win. And if you going in, put your hands in the air, make them stay there.
Ludacris going in on the verse, cause I never been defeated and I won't stop now. Keep your hands up, get them in the sky for the homies that ain't making it, my folks locked down. I never went nowhere, what they saying Luda's back. Blame it on that, the hood call it Ludic. And I'm on this foolish track, so I spit my foolish flow. My hands go up and down like go. My verses still be serving, tight like a million. This last time on a college remix, now I'm on the original version. Can't never count me out, y'all better count me in. Got 20 bank accounts, accountants count me in. Make millions every year, the South's champion. Cause all I do, all I do is win, 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 no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never get enough. And every time I step up in the building, everybody hands go up. And they stay there, and they say yeah, and they stay there. Cause all I do is win, win, win. And if you going in, put your hands in the air, make them stay there. Swerving in my low, head on a swivel, you know serving me's a no-no. Clean as a whistle as I pull out in my Rolls Royce. Yellow bone passenger, they see it, they say, oh boy. Tell Kelly, back it up, my call me loco. Therefore, don't make me pull that. Ask you what you laughing at, represent that mud life. Dirty money, you better get your mud right. We come together holding hands and holler mud life. We all spin up.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. And on tap tonight, it's the Cleveland Cavaliers going up against the Warriors out in Oakland. And for Golden State, they're looking to come out strong and make their mark early. They have to look at this game as a great opportunity to do just that. Well, we got last season's finals MVP in the house, Andre Iguodala, and if you want to talk about a guy who plays beyond his stats, Shaq, it would be Andre. I mean, he's had a tremendous run over the past year.
You know, in this game, we love to see guys that can shoot it and guys that can run and slam dunk.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, the land of the free and the home of
Welcome, everyone, to the Golden State, Oakland, California, the home of the Warriors as they prepare for an Eastern Conference opponent right here. Thanks for joining us, everyone. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan to call the game with our analysts, Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. So Cleveland will get the first possession. Here's the starting group for the Cleveland Cavaliers. LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. And it's Thompson in at center. It was the season of destiny, and the Warriors certainly followed through. Clark, the best team in the league all year, and they finished the job beating the Cavs in the finals.
And they were on a mission from the get-go. They would become another team to win 65 games or more and win the finals. Impressive work.
That's tipped. And Irving with a clear path to the hoop. And that one's good.
And with that speed, once he took off, the D just had no chance of getting back.
Well, I think they did the right thing. I mean, just give up the 2 points and move forward. Hey, discretion is the better part of valor sometimes. Write that one down, game players. Discretion is the better part of valor.
And it's good.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
Passes it to Thompson. Love kicks to Thompson. It's stolen by Curry. The feed to Barnes. And the rejection by Smith. And that will be Golden State as it goes out of bounds. Warriors retain possession. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Smith against Thompson. Outside Curry. From the arc.
Certainly not the dream start they were hoping for, going 1 for 4 early.
James against Bogut. Love wide open. He fires. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. Love's got himself on the board with 3 there. Warriors have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Here's Curry. They get the rebound. Second shot opportunity, and Green gets it to go.
And that putback about as easy a bucket as you're going to get.
Exactly what happens when you don't box out, Greg.
And Draymond Green, guys, has won at every level. I mean, led Saginaw High School to 2 consecutive state championships at Michigan State, 2 trips to the Final Four, and now making noise with the Warriors. It's clear this guy's a winner.
The Warriors have gone 2 of 6 from the field. Curry dishes to Thompson. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. The Cavaliers leading by 6. It's LeBron with the drive. It's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there. Earned those free throws.
And here's a little known fact, Clark. Only 3 players have recorded at least 2 triple-doubles in the NCAA tournament. They are Oscar Robertson, Magic Johnson, and Draymond Green.
That's some elite company for Draymond Green. He's a hard worker, a guy you love if he's on your team. He can be an irritant if he's not with you, but continues to improve and prove his doubters wrong.
Now here's Curry to the inside. Green takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
Here's James. Smith outside. He kicks it to Irving. 6 on the shot clock. Nice jump shot from the top of the key.
Everything going according to the script for them offensively so far.
Clark, shots be falling. That's for sure. They're scoring with a tremendous amount of confidence.
You went straight playground old school there, partner.
And I tell you what, anytime you get those easy ones, that basket starts to get bigger.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Andrew Bogut. That's his first foul.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Greg, those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
Spates checked in for the Warriors. Iguodala comes in for Barnes. Channing Frye's checked in for Cleveland. Matthew Dellavedova comes in for Kyrie Irving. Now here's James. For 3, Smith. The shot, no good. Good defense by Iguodala. Cleveland with a very strong year last year. They were a very solid team on the road, as most LeBron-led teams are.
Yeah, he's a special guy in terms of how he can elevate other players. Didn't start out hot on the road, but eventually got it together and ended up 22-19 away from home.
Now here's Love after the miss from Stephen Curry. 1:41 left to play here in the first. Here's Green. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. James in the post. He's covered by Thompson. LeBron against Thompson. And off the front iron, and in it goes.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow just like he got there.
And back to the Cavs and their road play. Teams with a lot of new players coming in can struggle early. It's especially evident when playing on the road.
So timeout called here, the first for Cleveland.
Talk about being streaky on the road. That's what the Cavs were. I mean, could rattle off 4 wins on the road in a row, then come back empty from their next road trip. They did seem, though, to get stronger and more steady as the season went on.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Ezeli's checked in for Green. Barbosa comes in for Klay Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. The Warriors shooting their first free throws of the game.
Yeah, and fairly decent a season ago, about 77% from the line.
You know, something you can point to when you're talking about their areas of success last season, free throw shooting.
The Cavaliers making a switch here. Irving's checked in. Now, here is Irving. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock. Irving's got 6 points.
Nice start as he's knocked down 3 of his first 4 and has hit the ground at high speed.
They set the pick. Livingston passes to Ezeli. He used that pick just right.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
Here's Smith. The Warriors making the shot. Back to Irving. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Smith with the basket on the assist by Irving. Irving's got 3 assists in the game. Livingston kicks to Spates. Good.
Maurice Spates.
The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. Cavaliers ahead. They're up by 4. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. And Steph Curry, a player within the gym range. He told us about his comfort stretching the floor. I was going to say, Greg, how big must that hoop look to Steph Curry? And tough to guard might be the understatement of the day.
I mean, he is just an insanely great shooter. I mean, arguably, I don't think there's an argument. He's the best shooter in the world. The argument is whether or not he's the best shooter ever. And listen, I can imagine there's very few times that Coach Curry is not going to allow this splash brother to let her rip.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And from what you guys have seen so far from Cleveland, what's your take?
You know, it's been about how solid they've been offensively here, really tuned in with one another.
Good ball movement, and it's paid off on the scoreboard.
Livingston is out there with Ian Clark. Then there's Festus Ezeli. Then there's Harrison Barnes. And it's Iguodala in at the 4 spot. That's the group for the Golden State Warriors to start the second quarter. And Thompson kicks to Irving. Picked by Mozgov. That doesn't go in either for Irving.
Kyrie Irving made his first playoff appearance last season with the Cavs, and individually got a big $90 million max extension as well. He's in a really good spot in his career at this point.
And there's the whistle, fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. And guys, everything we've said about Kyrie Irving over the years, now let's talk about maybe another area, and that is his willingness to give up the ball. LeBron came to town at the beginning of last season. Kyrie didn't even flinch at the prospect of being 1B to 1A. To me, that was a very selfless way of giving the mantle of that team over to LeBron.
I agree with you, and there was some question as to whether Kyrie would be able to do that at this point in his career, but ultimately that's what champions do. Kobe did it for Shaq, Robinson did it for Tim Duncan, and that's really what great players do.
The drive by Green, and here's Barnes for three, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. 6 to shoot. There's the pass to Barnes. Over James.
Oh, man, still a goose egg for him in the scoring column.
Barnes can't get it to go.
And getting back to Kyrie, many felt the addition of LeBron would cut down on Kyrie's playmaking opportunities. But Kyrie was near his career average in assists last season. That even further indicates how seamlessly the two superstars were able to gel.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Pass to Barnes. Fires from deep. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 4 assists in the game.
You know, talking about the effect LeBron had on Kyrie last year, they looked fantastic working together, but the stat sheet also bears that out. Kyrie hit over 40% of his threes for the first time in his career, and he posted the lowest turnover rate of his career, too.
It's Curry with the drive. Nice shot by Bogut.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
It really is. 5 out of 6 of their last field goals have come from the paint.
Will it go? Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut down to just 1 on the basket from Irving.
That is so tough to defend. He'll cross you over in a nanosecond. That move is next to unstoppable.
What a year for the Warriors. Clark won their division for the first time in 39 years, ran away with the very tough Western Conference.
And there were a number of surprises last season, Kevin, but the Warriors were at the top of the list. I mean, I don't think anybody, including you and I, pegged them to be as good as they were.
Especially the way the finals began.
Exactly.
Brandon Rush has checked in for the Warriors. Matthew Dellavedova has checked in for the Cavaliers. The Cavaliers trail by 3. Irving drives in. Early on last year, it was clear Steph Curry was just on another level. Was an MVP candidate right from the start of the season, and he would eventually be voted that award.
And I thought very deserving. You could see how he elevated his play, and so many of us, and so much talk focuses on what he does offensively. But he was ahead of the snake of a terrific defensive group for Golden State a season ago, and that's one reason why he ended up being the MVP.
And now the Cavaliers. Fast break. On its way from Irving for 2. And Fry kicks to LeBron. He feeds it to Irving. Stolen by Thompson. And Curry with the clear path to the hoop. Kyrie Irving grabs the miss.
Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions there. And with Curry winning his first NBA MVP award, he played the fewest minutes by an MVP in league history, mostly because his team was up by so much, he got to sit a number of fourth quarters.
The Warriors making a switch here. Spates is checked in. James dishes to Dellavedova. Thompson against James. An absolute bomb from three-point range. James has got 7.
And with Curry and the MVP, there was some pressure with Harden. Relatively close voting, but Curry was the clear winner. Hard to argue with the season he had, leading his team to 67 wins last year.
And the Warriors making a change here. Barbosa's checked in. Shumpert is checked in for Cleveland. 1:49 left to play here in the second quarter. Rush gets the bucket.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
It's LeBron with the drive. Cannot hit.
You know, not only is the game neck and neck and tight, but the rebounding battle is too. Extremely close on the board.
It's been brutal in terms of the physicality down low. Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Curry kicks to Rush, and the wide open shot from Green. No good on the 3.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Outside jumper. And Love has it in the corner. Takes a big height bounce and goes in. Love's got it all tied up now for the Cavs.
Man, you just got to rave and marvel at a shot like that from Kevin Love.
They kick it out to Green. A 3-ball. Again, the miss by Green. Cleveland's gotten fewer than half of their 3-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. And James gets it to go.
Oh, how pretty was that? Used the rim to protect the ball perfectly.
.29 seconds left in the first half. Feeds it to Green. Spade sets a screen for Green. Barbosa against Shumpert. Just 4 to shoot. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Near the 3-point line, it's Love. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Cavaliers lead by 2. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, here with Stephen Curry. And Steph, you've had to deal with a lot of defensive pressure. What do you need to do to counteract that?
We just got to slow down. I mean, we're playing good defense, trying to trap the ball screens and take them out the 3-point line. But, you know, just got to be aggressive, keep getting shots up, making the right plays, and no turnaround.
Steph, thank you so much. Kevin, it's not easy in the NBA.
Thank you, Doris. We'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody, to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Hope you've been enjoying the excitement so far. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. What a game it's been for Kyrie Irving. He had 12 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 steal. Kenny, your thoughts? How are the Cavaliers playing?
Well, they didn't let this hostile crowd bother them at all. In fact, they seem to feed off of that hostility. Plus, sometimes when you're away from home, those distractions, your family, your friends, your fans, you can concentrate better. Okay, wait, did I just say my family, friends, and fans are distractions? Okay, let's go to the next thing. Let's go.
Shaq, what are your thoughts on Golden State?
Well, if you can't shoot the ball, you might want to stop chucking it up. They keep trying the 3, but it's not going down. They're relying too much on the 3 ball. Way too much. It's good when it's falling for you, but when it's not, you have to try something else.
All right, that is going to wrap up our halftime report as it's just...
And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
How about the magic touch he had on display there in that first half in terms of finding his teammates? Just a plethora of assists.
Plethora? You're going deep into that dictionary of yours, man. It's not a common occurrence with this guy, though. Typically, he's more of a finisher, but that's not been the case in this one. Well, I tell you what, it was a really strong year for the Cavs. 53 wins for them, good for the 6th best mark in team history. A lot of those wins also came against the West, making it even more impressive.
So on the floor for Cleveland, J.R. Smith and LeBron at the 2 and 3. Kevin Love out there with Tristan Thompson. And it's Irving at point guard. Here's James. And the layup's good off the glass. James has got his team on the board first here in the second half for the Cavs. Cavs were very strong against the West. 18-12 record for them overall, second only to the Hawks in the East.
And they really turned it on against the West from mid-January on. How about going 14-1 in the West in their last 15 matchups, and that included a 10-game win streak against the West.
Cleveland moving the ball around. Smith the pass to Irving. And right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting.
Great way to start the half. Easy layup against some soft D.
Barnes kicks to Thompson. Back to Barnes. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Getting the half off to a good start here already with some penetration.
Sean Livingston, he's checked in for Golden State. A nice bounce back year for Harrison Barnes, Clark, in year 3. Moved into the starting lineup last year and really responded.
Yeah, he did. I think he benefited from the new system. He was miscast as an isolation scorer, but when he can spot up for threes and catch the ball on the move, that's his game.
Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Dishes to Love. Smith on the wing. The 3. Another 3 for Cleveland.
I'll tell you what, Harrison Barnes, very athletic. He certainly passes the eye test. And with his size, he can punish smaller wings and create mismatches. And then also he can play some small ball power forward at times as well with the way they like to space the floor.
There's the dish to Love. LeBron against Thompson. Smith kicks to Irving. Puts up a 3. Draymond Green with the rebound. Green's got his 3rd rebound tonight.
And you talk about Harrison Barnes overall. He had a nice uptick in his rebounding last year, and that was a goal of his. He wanted to get his activity level up. And oftentimes the difference between being good and great is just making those small incremental improvements in different facets of your game.
And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
You look at what Barnes has done so far. He has 8 points, and he's chalked up 1 3-pointer on the day as well.
And Clark, I'm sure that won't be the last one. A lot of times he can get hot and stay hot from beyond.
Vasili's checked in for the Warriors. Iguodala comes in for Draymond Green. And Cleveland also making a change. Mozgov's checked in. Irving dishes to Smith. Pass to Thompson. The feed to James. For 3. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. Golden State's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Thompson with the bucket.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. For the lead, kept alive. Second chance shot, and there's the nice layup by Barnes. Barnes has got 11 points.
And that's his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the D and finish at the rim.
Irving passes to Smith. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. For so long, there has been this mindset that Golden State wins through offense, but their defense, you know, Gia, you were talking about this, is where the true strength of this team lies.
Yeah, I think that's what's really allowed them to separate when you look at the rest of the league. I mean, they led the league in opponents' field goal percentage last season, and some nights the shots weren't falling, but the defense always showed up.
And you know, with the Warriors, it goes beyond the stats. High character guys, tremendous culture. They had a lot of guys that could guard multiple positions and defend them well. That was a big reason they became champs.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Spates comes in for Harrison Barnes. And Ian Clark subbed in for Sean Livingston. Cleveland also making some changes. Channing Frye's checked in for Thompson. Mon Shumpert has come in for James. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Kyrie Irving.
And you just look at this Warriors roster, and there are a ton of defensive playmakers. That ability to switch everything and be fine is what made them so tough on the defensive side of the ball.
No good from Spates. Cavaliers trailing. Mozgov kicks to Smith. Passes it to Shumpert. There's a good screen. And the three off target. And here's Golden State. They're on a 13-5 run.
Every time they get... scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Yeah, they have really owned the interior. You've got to collapse that defense and force them to beat you over the top.
And it's good. Assisting on the play was Dellavedova. Shumpert's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. To the paint. And Spates gets it to go. And the Warriors lead by 3.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
You're right, Clark. Just continue to pound it in the paint and get those easy points inside.
Thompson against Smith. Back to Shumpert. He dishes it to Smith. Shot from the wing. And the shot no good, a bit short.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Here's Clark, guarded by Shumpert. Bates kicks to Clark. Beyond the arc. And he gets it to go. Timeout called, Cleveland.
Yeah, can't be pleased with all these easy looks they continue to give up there in the paint.
No, I'm sure he's not, Greg. I mean, their defense is showing a lot of holes, especially down low.
Welcome back as we get rolling once more. The fourth quarter right ahead in what's been a very well-contested game. The Cavaliers trail by 6. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. And Golden State looking at who they've got. The defensive stalwarts, Green and Bogut, are down low. Barbosa is out there with Steph Curry. And it's Barnes in at the 3.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Curry dishes to Barnes. And Thompson sends it back. And that's out of bounds. Golden State will retain possession. Sean Livingston, he's checked in for Leandro Barbosa.
Sean Livingston.
Barnes passes to Curry. And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
And he's trying to shoot his way out of it. You know, they have the lead, but honestly, I think it might help if he be a little bit more selective tonight.
This is not the slam dunk contest. You don't get do-over. You got to finish the job.
And it's Barnes slamming it down.
And a sharp pass to set up that high percentage shot in close.
And Love has it in the corner. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. Warriors leading by 10. And the pass to Green. Baseline jumper. Can't get it to go. And Cleveland the other way now. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Irving with the ball. And Curry picks him up defensively. And another miss by Cleveland.
And not a night he's going to want to remember. Just not really able to score the basketball.
Green, the screen. Livingston, that's good. And now it's a 12-point Warrior lead.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Just reliable guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Outside, Green. He kicks it to Curry. And another basket for Golden State.
And just a little bit ragged defensively there, Clark.
The Cavaliers trail by 12. LeBron James on the wing. Covered by Barnes. James with the bucket. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Timeout called the Warriors. The short rest very important, and one of the benefits of this part of the game is getting on the same page with your team while having the chance to hydrate with Gatorade and replenish your energy for the late game push. All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Steve Kerr was going over with his team. He laid one thing out there for them, saying, now is the time to eliminate any chance of a mistake. We've got a good lead. Don't take any unnecessary risks or commit a silly foul. Smart basketball from here on out.
Iguodala kicks to Curry. Thompson. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Thompson's got 5 points now this quarter.
Smooth, guys. Very good job there of getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
And you know, those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes as much as any single play in a game.
Yeah, and you can't allow, if you're the opponent, to have that guy continue to beat you in that manner on the backcourt.
2 summers ago, all anyone could talk about was LeBron James and the return to Cleveland.
I mean, you couldn't write that stuff, Kevin. I mean, it was unbelievable, the storyline. I mean, after all the acrimony between LeBron and the ownership as well as the fans. But you know what? He said it best. He truly is back where he belongs.
He's home.
Yes.
He's home. Some nice passing by Golden State. Offensive rebound. Bogut. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. And the Warriors lead by 16. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for the Warriors.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
The number of second chance points they've gotten is also impressive. I mean, they've kept so many possessions alive with offensive rebounds.
And good on the basket. Book it. 20 points for LeBron.
And, you know, for LeBron, he knew he had his work cut out for him in Cleveland. A younger team unseasoned in the playoffs. They had to remake the roster a bit and gain that experience.
No good. And Cleveland the other way now.
He just has not been able to get into that groove.
Good D, but better O. It's almost as if they're just standing there.
Well said. Well, for the most part, they were just standing still, Clark.
Yeah. And you know what, Kevin? He's not the most explosive player on the court, but if you give him a clear lane to the basket, he'll punch it on you.
And that last replay courtesy of Kia. Iguodala dishes to Thompson. And J.R. Smith picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
J.R. Smith. First personal foul, team second.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. And the first one at the line is good.
Take a look at what Curry's done. He has 8 points, then his huge assist tally makes it all the more impressive.
You know what? He's the catalyst. He's the reason why this team plays with